We had just left the movies and I was playing my game. We saw The Karate Kid and it was so good. Boy, it was raining so hard I thought it was about to flood. When it was all over, I woke up in the hospital. They said it wasn't too bad and that I would be okay, but my arm still hurt a little bit. But it ain't hurt as bad as the funeral. Everybody was there and I ain't never seen my dad cry so much. That made me cry again. Then Daddy seemed sad for a long time after that, and he got a new job and we moved to Florida. He still wasn't the same, but then he met this lady he worked with. I met her, she seemed nice, and before I knew it, Daddy was going out with her every week. Then that turned into 2 times a week. Then Daddy even let her stay over for a few weekends. She must have had my daddy hypnotized because it wasn't even a year before they got married. Even I thought that was too soon. And I ain't never even had a boyfriend yet. I went to live with Grandma and Grandpa for a week while they was doing their honeymoon, and a couple days later, she had all her stuff at our house. She ain't worked, guess 'cause she ain't want to. But she was always talking to Daddy about a baby and saying how much she always wanted one. Then she always gave me this weird look. Ooh, and her food was so nasty, it felt like eating chalk. Before they got married, she was real nice, but it seemed like she was pretending like she ain't want to be nice. But after they got together, she still acted nice, but when my daddy left for work, it was like she'll talk to me different. Like one time, she was combing her hair, and I said, "Oh, Miss Sharon," because I don't want to call her mama. I said, "Oh, Miss Sharon, your hair's so pretty. How I make mine straight like that?" She laughed and said, "What, girl? You better stick to the afros." I said, "What that mean, Miss Sharon?" She said, "What that mean? You mean, what does that mean?" Yes, I meant, what does that mean? Did anybody ever teach you to talk? My face got red and I knew I was about to cry, even though I ain't wanna, so I ran to my room and shut the door. I couldn't hold it in and was crying loud. I ain't care. I just wanted her to hear me and come and tell me sorry. But I heard her slam the door. That scared me. I guess she ain't want to hear me. She was always telling me I need to get out the house and jog and play and exercise because I eat too much. And one time we was in the store, we was passing the row where, they sell like lotion and deodorant and stuff. Yeah, so my daddy was at work and we was on that row. I remember she yelled, "Tasha!" And that got me scared the way she said it, so I looked back and I guess she was calling me before that, but I ain't here because I was smelling this good perfume. So I started walking over and she was like, "Hurry up!" So I jogged and she said, "You better start listening and come when I call you, girl." So I said, "Yes, ma'am," even though I ain't hear her, I ain't like her talking to me like that. But I couldn't say nothing because I already talked to Daddy and he said I should respect her. So I came over and when I did, she was holding this little white bottle. It said lightening cream. I said, "What's that?" She said, "It might help your skin. Don't you want to be pretty?" So I looked at her and said, "I already am pretty." And she kind of laughed and was like, "Let's try it anyway." So she paid for it and took it home, but we never got to use it. I told my daddy about it and they got in a real big argument. After that, she ain't buy nothing else for me, not even a toy. One day, she was extra happy and nice, even after Daddy left. It had just turned summer, and I had wanted to watch some shows. So I was watching them for a while when she came in my room. When I turned around, she was smiling and had a fruit punch, my favorite drink. I was surprised and didn't take it at first until she told me it was for me and gave it to me. Daddy must have got her a new car or something, 'cause she ain't never been that nice to me before. I said thank you, and then she asked me if I wanted to go on a hike with her. I told her I wanted to watch my shows, then she said, "Come on, it'll be fun. And it'll take a few hours, so I really don't feel comfortable leaving you here. I know your dad wouldn't like that." I know what she was talking about, 'cause she always left me alone. But I saw how much she wanted me to go, and she was being nice, so I got my book bag and said, yeah. That seemed to make her happy, and I just wanted her to like me. It kind of took a long time to get there, and when we got out, I saw a big old mountain. I ain't never been there, but it looked so pretty. It looked even better on the trail. But we was walking and walking and walking, and it was taking so long I started to get tired.
I'm getting tired, Miss Sharon.
Don't worry, sweetie pie. We're almost there.
So we walked for even longer, going through all these twists and turns. Then it opened up and I saw a big old cliff. But before I knew it, she was already at the end.
Ooh, that's so high.
Why don't you get a little closer, baby? The view is nice from up here.
I don't know, I'm scared to go.
Come on, sweetie, don't be scared.
And I came up and looked, and ain't never seen nothing like that. So I got down on my hands and knees and looked down. I ain't never been that high. There were so many trees.
The fuck are you doing?
Are you fucking for real?
The policeman took me to the police station and my daddy came to meet me. He just kept on telling me he was sorry and everything, but I was just happy to have him back. But from then on, Dad was extra nice to me.